Chapter 3. Business Rules that take into account external factors in your life. The simple fact remains several external factors will come into play when managing your finances. External factors include the influence of your family's needs, demands of a financial institution, or the need to comply with specific laws and regulations. Rule number 13. A budget is everything. Any financially successful person will tell you that they live their personal lives on a budget as much as they set budgets for their business. For them, this is no difference between the ways they manage the financial affairs of their business as they do their personal lives, because several of the principles are shared. Having a budget prepares a definite expenditure of items you require for your life and your business, and this limits surprise purchases that cripple you, particularly when you need money. A budget will also ensure that you have as few deficiencies as possible. If you want to have a true mindset for financial success, having a budget is extremely important. Not only does it limit your expenses to your bare minimums, but it also allows you to know exactly what you're going to spend on so that you can perceive value from everything you spend your money on. Most people who have poor money management skills are usually unable to account for some of their expenditures. They cannot tell for certain where their money has been spent, and this usually is a big disadvantage because it limits your knowledge of your finances. Do not just keep a budget for your business activities. Treat your personal life as a business and ensure that you can account for every single cent you make. A budget increases your accountability and allows you to be much more responsible when handling important financial matters in your life. If you're in a long-term relationship or marriage, having a budget is just as important, and it helps both of you manage your expenses properly. It increases your accountability levels among a couple, and this helps to become more financially secure and successful in the long run. Rule number 14. Take into the consideration trade-offs in your life. When trying to achieve financial success, remember that thinking about trade-off goods in advance will help you become more financially successful. It is possible to be at the top of your game by remembering that your expenditures can easily determine the amount of money you have at the end of each day. Consider the goods that you need immediately, because what is important should be tended to immediately than what is urgent. As much as it is necessary to clear an outstanding loan, it is necessary to eat, and so you must consider such trade-offs when making viable financial decisions. Remember that as much as it is necessary to live for now, you should also live for the future. This means that you should prepare yourself for critical expenditures that are due instead of spending all your money enjoying yourself currently and having trouble the next day. There are different types of trade-offs in your life, and their importance varies from individual to individual. When you take importance in the aspects of life that are most important to you, you'll be in a position to achieve financial freedom because you'll avoid impulse purchases. Rule number 15. Remain committed to a single financial plan. A financial plan is different from a budget because, whereas the plan emphasizes actions, you need to take control of your finances. A budget specifies the specific amounts you should spend on different things in your life. A financial plan gives birth to the budget. A financial plan will include an emphasis on the specific activities you should participate in, the specific interest rates that you should subscribe to, and the value you should attach to all your purchases. Understanding this important aspect of your life allows you to be moderate with your expenditure. To make a good financial plan, borrow a leaf from wealthy people in the world you might know. Learn to understand the basic way they structure their finances, and you'll have a vision of direction to head to. As long as you understand how the wealthy do it, you can do it as well. A good financial plan will ensure that you control your expenditure so that you can have more money in your pockets. This is an important secret of achieving financial success because it is impossible to do so if you're a constant spendthrift. Rule number 16. Put into a retirement plan. The ultimate plan that you can have is a retirement plan. These days, most companies are cutting off pension payments and making it more difficult to access proper financing once you retire. If you do not think ahead towards your latter days, then you're not planning well for your finances. Paying for a retirement plan as soon as possible is a sign that you are managing your finances impeccably. This is because you have enough money to handle all other expenses in your life and still have some over for thinking way into the future. When you pay for a retirement plan, you're in an even better position to have a vision for your future. This is important because you can develop a matching financial plan that caters to your needs for the rest of your life based on your current interest and profession. True financial success is achieving throughout your lifetime, not just for a short period. You should guarantee that you will never have cash flow problems in the future by subscribing to a good retirement plan that will take care of all your needs when the time comes. This way, you guarantee your lifestyle and eliminate the problem of finances in your life. If you start paying early for a retirement plan, you'll get value for your money in the future because you'll be able to save up on extra expenses and the possibility of higher interest rates. A retirement plan is the best way of safeguarding your financial future because it puts you on your toes right now. You will be in a position to make the right decision because you have a precise vision of your financial future. Rule number 17, pay insurance. Taking provisions for insurance payments is just like having your emergency fund. However, an insurance cover from a reputable company can assess a much larger pool of funds. This will be crucial when you need a large amount of money that your emergency fund cannot cover. A surprisingly large number of Americans and people generally around the world do not take out insurance covers in their personal lives. There are mandatory insurance covers that everybody has, such as car and health insurance, but a majority does not consider other emergencies until it is too late. The best way you can plan for the unforeseen based on your lifestyle is having a good insurance cover for most aspects of your life. You should pay for a comprehensive health insurance cover that mitigates large costs for you because you can never know about tomorrow. Real financial success is not what it takes to get there, but how you remain there. This is epitomized by insurance covers because most emergencies wipe out the wealth of even the richest people in the country. Therefore, an insurance cover insulates you from disaster. However, be wary of insurance covers you do not need because insurance sales agents sometimes can be aggressive when promoting their products. Many people are usually pushed into buying insurance covers that are impractical in their lives. It will never help them. For instance, most people are pushed into purchasing life insurance covers, yet they have dependents. All the popular insurance covers that people are usually pushed into getting include disability insurance. Sensible insurance covers you should consider include whole life insurance covers. Rule number 18. Make sure that you keep proper financial records. Borrow a tip from the top financial companies in the world and see how they organize their financial documents. Consider structuring your finances in this way, as it is important to keep proper records that you can easily refer to from time to time and even share with your spouse. When you keep good records, you give yourself a chance to have a system to efficiently analyze your financial situation. It is important to know how to record different expenditures, as well as how to utilize your income, because this will enable you to make corrections where need be. Keeping good financial records will also allow you to do one thing that most people do not understand about themselves: calculating their true worth. Most people have a lot of money, take care of the expenses, but they do not know what they are worth financially. This will be a good way to aspire to be as wealthy as the wealthiest people in your society because you can keep track of how your wealth is growing. This is an important thing because it ensures financial success, as those who truly keep track of their financial growth can manage it properly. You can create a genuine balance sheet that captures your income, capital, and expenditures periodically. When you write them up based on the conventional bookkeeping rules, you'll have a clear depiction of your financial worth, and you can compare yourself with other people. This way, you'll be able to see the different areas of your life that need improvement, and you'll also be able to implement corrections where you feel there are problems. For instance, you might start to understand the necessity of some expenditures while seeing the need to remove others from your life. Rule number 19. Make your tax payments on time. Any wealthy person will tell you that you should pay your taxes on time if you want to remain on the right side of the law. Apart from devastating events in your life that can easily threaten your financial situation, The tax man is even worse because the government can take everything from you. Several law-abiding citizens always make sure that they pay their taxes on time because they fully understand the ramifications. Most people are not usually familiar with tax laws in their country, thereby failing to understand when and why to make certain payments regularly. Paying your taxes on time ensures that you have room to grow and expand any business interest you have without interruption. The government can easily sue you if you avoid paying your taxes over an extended period, and they end up recovering much more than you would expect. Do not neglect your tax obligations because this is another important secret the wealthy have. They achieve financial success because they remain on the right side of the law by settling their tax obligations. This way, they avoid critical litigation battles that can otherwise cripple them financially. Rule number 20. Do not live a flashy lifestyle. You will notice that most wealthy people do not flaunt it unnecessarily, and if you do not take note, you will miss seeing them entirely. Most people who are too flashy most likely are not wealthy people because they display their ignorance about managing their finances. A financially successful person will not go to an expensive restaurant every day. Instead, they will choose that quiet coffee shop that simply serves reasonable coffee at reasonable prices and will only visit an expensive restaurant when the need dictates. You should regulate your finances this way if you want to achieve financial success. This is because you'll be able to cut down on unnecessary things in your life that are only promoted by the need to fit in. Do not worry about being seen in the most expensive clothes. What matters is inner peace within yourself. And this peace will be amplified when you have an efficient financial system that guarantees you to live comfortably. You'll be able to assure extra money in your pocket every time you need it because you have a simple lifestyle that does not unnecessarily strain you. Another important thing to remember is that the least expensive activities help you achieve financial stability. If you're going on a holiday or even taking a break over the weekends, you can become more financially successful by avoiding overly expensive activities. Most people like visiting the most expensive hotels in the world, embarking on expensive trips and traveling across the world. While there's nothing wrong with this, it is better done once you have achieved proper financial freedom. The simple fact is that even wealthy people in society rarely spend all their holidays in expensive hotels and doing some of the most expensive activities you can think of. Instead, they go camping with their friends in simple resorts where they can truly enjoy family time together. Other inexpensive activities that can engage in including hiking and simple local events that bring them closer with their friends and family members. You should also consider some of the expensive activities you engage in your life because changing these routines will make a significant difference in your financial situation. You do not have to visit the most expensive restaurants in the world to truly achieve relaxation because the simplest activities are the best. Think about the people closest to you and the best way you can spend time together because they will be responsible for changing your perspectives on expensive activities. Elect to be with the people who matter to you because the time you spend together will also help in thinking up better strategies for financial success. Take an example from the most wealthy people, as you will be surprised by the simple and cheap lifestyle they adopt. If you want to make all the difference in terms of achieving financial success, spend time thinking while on a simplistic outing that will cost you very little. Tips. You must avoid critical habits to keep track of your finances. Wasting time. There are so many ways that you waste time in a day, you'll be amazed. According to a recent statistic from the Oxford University, approximately 3 years of the normal life of a mile-aged man have been spent in a car. This is a tremendous amount of time if you think about it closely. Imagine all the mornings you must drive to work and back in the evening, the number of trips you make, and even the people you go to visit regularly. Be observant of how your time is spent because you realize that you have an immeasurable amount of time that you can save. If you start working remotely, you eliminate the need to be in a car. In turn, you end up saving so much time that it can be put into more productive use, allowing you to produce much more efficiently. Be careful about the different places that your time disappears because you can use it to become more productive. To make matters worse, some people do not even take notice of the time they lose each day, equating it to a necessity in their lives. For instance, if you spend several hours in traffic jams every day, you should perhaps find something to do in the car during this period that you cannot recover. Most people become creative with the amount of time they have available, such as reading a book or even maintaining correspondences with their business colleagues. Do not be like everybody else and agree to sit in the traffic jam, sulking and waiting for the roads to open. If you become the sort of person that will hang around waiting for changes to be made in their lives, you will never have an opportunity to be financially successful. Take advantage of every single second in your life and avoid wasting time, because time once lost can never be recovered. Going it by yourself. Some people take their financial situation too seriously and want to surprise their goals in an individualistic manner. There's nothing wrong with this, because the best work is usually done in solitude. However, if you think you can achieve financial success all by yourself, you have the wrong mindset. Financial success is a collective effort where different interested parties come together towards achieving a set objective. Everybody around you does not have to be a direct participant of your plans, but they can make subtle contributions that will determine success for you within a given time frame. Remember that you cannot work all by yourself, because you will always require assistance to uplift your financial situation. Never disregard the advice you get from people already in the business, because the experience is the best teacher and the best way of learning the secrets of financial success. You do not have to do everything by yourself, because even business requires customers. Understand the role that everybody around you can play, including your spouse, because they have a contribution to make towards the attainment of your objectives. Financial success comes about because there's a conscious decision from everybody to work towards specific goals to improve the overall current condition. This is an important secret of financial success that has proven to make all the difference for people looking to succeed. Several trends in your life have become normal to you, but you should completely do away with them. These small things cause you to have financial problems one way or another, so eliminate them from your life will fast-track you on the path to success. Ignoring your financial situation. Another important thing that you should avoid doing for you to be financially successful is disregarding your financial situation. You'll be surprised to know that a very large number of people completely ignore learning where they are on the financial charts and simply tell themselves they will improve tomorrow. Understanding your financial situation is the basis for correcting any bad habits that are otherwise slowing you down on your path to financial success. You need to understand what you are truly worth and how you're spending your own money so that you can have a happier future. Most people simply do not understand their current status, and neither do they have the interest to find out. This is disadvantageous, because for you to improve your financial situation, you must first understand your current status and what needs to be done to improve it. Do not avoid finding out what you're truly worth because you're embarrassed by the outcome. Instead, recognize that your financial situation is yours to improve, and knowing more about your income and expenditures will open the doors toward a more financially successful life. Not interacting with people. Always have an open heart and be ready to meet new people, because this is how you will introduce new concepts in your life. If you have become used to hanging out around a specific group of people, you have already established a close connection and mutual trust among yourselves. However, you can easily learn new financial secrets when you interact with new people and you are open to hearing what they have to say. New people will always make a difference for you, because they will share experiences that are completely new to you and those that you have never heard of. When you interact with people you're not used to being around, they will show you new secrets that you did not know existed. They will share with you their methods of making money and attaining financial freedom, the knowledge that you might not be pricey to hanging out with your current friends. Instead, be open to speaking to strangers, particularly when you travel, and always look forward to making new friends. It is almost impossible to go somewhere where people are not talking about their financial situations and the measures they take to attain financial freedom in their lives.